Okay, you guys, what is up? This is OJ Senpai here today to do a review of One Piece episode 646. Now, this week's episode of One Piece was actually really good. Like, I really liked it a lot. Now, it mainly focused on Block C, but it was a really good episode. Like, I really liked it. So, actually, this time around, I'm actually going to refer back to what I did before. I'm going to do the basics first, and then I'm actually head into the actual episode slash chapter. Now, let's get into the basics. Pacing, story progression, and animation. The pacing in this episode was actually good. Like, it was good. Especially when it came to because it mainly stayed on Block C, but it got through, like, it pretty much took out most of the combatants in Block C pretty easily. When it comes to the pacing, I'm gonna give it a good. When it comes to story progression, we're now having the final fight in Block C between Monkey D. Luffy and the legend himself, Don Chinjao. And finally, when it comes to the animation, I'm gonna have to give that a great. No, great plus. So great plus animation, good pacing, and story progression. I'm gonna give that a good plus. So good plus, good, great plus. Somewhere I give that a great. So yeah, great with the basics. Now let's get into the actual episode. Mainly, it was involving Block C, and it only involved one anime filler scene, I think, with Nami and the others. So yeah, let me get out of the way. Basically, they're just fighting against Jorah's people. Like, they're fighting against Jorah's subdivision. So that's pretty much it when it comes to Nami and the others. When it comes to Luffy and the rest of Block C, the animation spiked. Like it was like it was good for the most of the episode, but especially when it came to Luffy versus Chin Jiao, when they bumped fists like that, the animation like spiked. It was really good, and which is really weird for Toy Animation, because Toy Animation, they've had a really bad history of mediocre animation. So I give you props to Toy. But anyways, we pretty much see Luffy versus Shinja and the rest of Block C, Sai versus Idale, and what they're doing. But it also explains another thing that I think is interesting, which is apparently the Funk brothers. Kelly Funk apparently has this devil fruit ability that allows him to manipulate other people by having the other people wearing him as like a jacket, and otherwise known as the jacket no me, or the jacket fruit. Basically, he can turn into this jacket, but then people can put him on, and when they put him on, he takes control of their personality, their mindset, anything that revolves around the mental aspects, and as well as their physical aspects as well. So pretty much like he takes over their complete body, and that's a really hack's power, because think about it: if you have that power with something really powerful like a sea king, or maybe what if somehow, and again, we don't know if this will work out. What if somehow Kelly Funk gets a hand on someone powerful like the animals. Like his power, like he would have a really big amount of power at his disposal, and that is like it's fantastic. So I mean, that's really hacks if you think about it. Like he can control, like we don't know how much he can control, but apparently by what is implied, he can control a lot of things. So props to what's his name? Props to Kelly Funk. Though Kelly Funk does get taken out by Poe. Now, when it comes to Sai, Sai actually puts in work, and Sai apparently avenges Bo's defeat. Well, Boo, sorry, not Bo, Boo. Avenges Boo's defeat because Boo got defeated by Kelly Funk when Kelly Funk took over Bobby Funk's body, and basically he says, "I'm doing this not for brotherly reasons. I'm doing this because he was my subordinate, and you don't fuck with my subordinates." So that I thought was great. And then we see Hashoka with his leg, and he just knocks the shit out of Kelly Flo's like he just steps on his ass, like he saw a bug on the ground, just like stepped on it. Of course, amplified with the Hashokan, it just looks powerful as hell. Like it just looks amazing. So that I find really cool. But the main part of the episode, the part where everyone's been talking about, Luffy versus Don Chinjiao. Now we see Don Chinjiao and Luffy. They're about now. We see Don. Well, actually, no. Before I get into Don Chinjiao and Luffy, we do see something, a lot of another thing that's interesting. Um, John the Bandit and Luffy. I don't know why I'm drinking a lot of stuff today. Apparently, John the Bandit has been hunting escapees from Impel Down. You remember, of course, the 2 years ago in the story how Luffy infiltrated Impel Down and accidentally set off like all the prisoners loose. Basically, he's trying to capture all the criminals, especially the squad, pretty much. And he's taking down like all these dudes, Buggy, who again I've like Buggy's a Shishibukai now, so technically speaking, it's not even about power, it's about like influence. Buggy, if John the Bandit has to take Buggy down, that's a problem because the world government's going like, yo, what the fuck? Buggy's a Shishibukai, you can't do that. Jinbei, good luck with that. Ivankov, good luck with that. Shiro the Rain, good luck with that, because out of all of them, Shiro the Rain, like there's no fucking way. And of course Crocodile, and of course Luffy. So he has a lot on his hands. If that is his dream, he's not gonna get make out of it alive, like at all. Like especially when it comes to Shiro the Rain. Like the others are threats. Other than Buggy, the other people are threats. But mainly the biggest threat is Shiro the Rain, especially after the time skip. Uh, and what we've seen in this episode, how John the Bandit got knocked out so easily by Chinjao, I highly doubt that John the Bandit will be able to take on Shiro at all. Like, no, 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 there's no way, there's no way. Now, when it comes to that, basically we see John the Bandit. This is really comic scene where he's throwing like swords at Luffy, like weapons and swords. Luffy's just dodging, like he's just dodging like with Kembosho hockey, and apparently Luffy dodges all of them, but it ends up getting into Chinjao's stomach. So we see like a whole bunch of swords and shit, and of course we see this convenient moment with John the Bandit. John the Bandit's like, oh shit, what did I do? And so of course he gets knocked out by Chinjao. So that I thought was pretty funny. But the main part of the episode, which I have to get into now, Luffy versus Chinja. The animation, like fucking, like it just spiked. Like it. I'm not going to say that it was on par with the Hunter x Hunter episode today. No way in hell. But it wasn't good. It wasn't that bad. It's actually really, really good. Not on the Hunter x Hunter level, but it's really good regardless. So, because we see like them clashing social fists and the hockey. Not only does it crack the air, make electric sparks, it also involves with their Haoshoku no Haki because it blows every single I would say every single contender in the Block C out of the ring, including Sai and Hideo. Now, I will give Sai and Hideo credit. They did manage to not get affected. I think, yeah, did they get affected? I'm not too sure. Oh, actually, no, they didn't get affected by the Hao Shoku no Haki afterwards. And even after they got hit by Luffy and Don Chinja, I remember how they were in the way of Don Chinja and Luffy. Luffy kicked sorry about that. Luffy kicked Sai out of the way. Don Chinja punched Day out of the way. They didn't get affected by that much either. So I will give them credit. The durability is noteworthy because Luffy and Don Chinja are threats in their own right. And we see pretty much they didn't get knocked out by the house, hockey either. Now, this is another thing. Diamante actually talks about this, and he notices how Luffy and Don Chinchilla can both use Kaoshoku no Haki, and it's a clash of Kaoshoku no Haki to the point where it pushes every single contender out of the ring. Even if you're knocked out, even if you're not knocked out, even if you're not unconscious, you're still blown away by the Haoshoku no Haki. Not only that, even the fighting school of fighting fish got knocked out. So that Haoshoku Haki was on point. It really was. And this obviously, of course, is the question: can Luffy beat Don Chinchao? I won't spoil anything, but it does give you like a question as to whether or not Luffy, like, is this going to be Luffy's true test of strength? Again, we don't know for sure, but it is like we will see like what Luffy can do against a legend like Don Chinjao. So that was pretty interesting. So yeah, that was pretty much the episode. What are your thoughts on this whole entire fight? What are your thoughts on the whole Clash of the Conquerors hockey? What do you guys just think in general? Like, what do you guys think? Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Rate, comment, and subscribe. The episode rating gets a rating of Great Plus. You know, Great Plus. I often say Great Plus episode One Piece. So yeah, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Answer my questions if you can, if you want to. And yeah, I'm Oji Senpai, and I'm out. Peace, guys.